Yep.
So can you explain what you're doing at this moment?
Running zero totals, it's making sure that the tape is all cleared out, that there's no other results recorded in the system. Which, we'll sign these, am I right?
Sign the zeros.
Yeah, sign the zero tape. Do you wanna rip them or do you wanna save it?
I'll
Just leave
save
it.
'em.
Yeah,
Just leave 'em on
I'm just
there.
gonna sign it before I start.
Oh, yeah, I'll sign it then.
Yeah.
Go to voting mode.
You ready?
Need a pen, Ryan?
Yeah, I forgot my pen upstairs.
Things that
Oh,
All right.
Let me see your.
All right.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Car one's in voting mode.
So these are programmed here, according to this verbiage, for the general election, it
Yeah.
says, 11/7/23.
JoJo?
Still doing a public test?
Yeah, we're down here in the basement. I didn't know if you were coming, so, you're locked out. We will, Angela's gonna come up. Are you at the front door? Excellent.
Okay, on my way.
Okay, she's on her way. There really isn't a whole lot to record, but if y'all wanna wait, we can turn the tape recorder on.
well,
Yeah, they're programmed for, basically, this is the car one ballot that's gonna be voted. What is our election day, November 7th?
7th.
Yeah. Oh, and it says so. So this will be an undervote ballot. There's, as you can see, there's nothing on there. We marked this one as an overvote, so there's two marked on a select one only. This is a R straight ticket. It's only one race, I guess.
It's the first ballot position.
Oh, first ballot position.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. That's right.
And then you go to the 2, and there'll be 2.
Yeah.
A 2-1, and then 2-2 makes it.
Excellent. Second ballot position for, yeah, okay.
And both of these, both of these, Jeff and Charleston have a lot more.
They have a Democrat
Yes.
crossover and a Republican crossover.
just, so you know, she started recording on her phone.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just
So
feel.
we can go
Uh,
ahead.
I'm gonna,
I'm gonna send a photo. First one wrong.
and it doesn't matter if it goes in right side up, face forward, upside down, it should take it, if it can read the mark.
So now,
This is
Tony, what are you going to do here?
Undervote.
Yeah, it's an undervote, so we're gonna cast it as blank, right? So how you want it, Bobby? So we.
Yes, you already ran it through, you just
Yeah,
go ahead
just
and cast
accept
the
it as
ballot.
is.
Was it overvoted? Yep.
Yeah.
Just cast the ballot.
So what's your,
This one was an overvote.
so you filled in too
So,
many
yeah,
ovals?
they
in
filled
one
out
contest.
all 6 on the at-large, but they were allowed 3, so.
So they can either A, cast it as is, or return it.
Yes.
And then they could do it, they could redo it.
Can you try to return it, see what,
Sure.
if it comes on back? Okay.
Yep. And then out in there, we would spoil it, and then they would do another.
Yes.
But
In,
for today's sake, we'll just run it.
Yeah, they can, the judges are, if they're judges, inspectors, if they're doing as they're trained, they can tell them, you know, this is recording an undervote or an overvote. Do you want to accept it, or do you want to, you know, fix your ballot? If they do that, then they can spoil it at the direction of the voter and let them have another one.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing, is I'm folding them to try to give them a nice black crease or something
Something.
across the line so that it might pick it up.
Got it?
So last time you did it, Tony, you kind of folded it or whatnot, and it
Creased it.
didn't, and it kicked it, and then you
Kick it
straightened
back
it?
and straighten it out.
Yeah. And it took it, yeah.
It's funny, it was harder with a straight crease than it was wadded up and unfold.
I don't,
Go figure.
it just depends. I don't know why.
It's not gonna take this one, I bet.
Well,
We might. You never know. I would say in my time here, I haven't seen one look like that. But I've got this one nice and comfy.
Insert the opposite end first. Let's see if that does it.
Took that one.
yeah, I think that one's,
Yeah, that one might be too dog.
Yeah, $2.
You may have got a little overzealous there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he's sunning it up on the beach somewhere.
No, I don't know, it's good. Thought it was gonna go. All right,
We might need to make that.
Yeah.
happen.
remake this one.
Tony actually beat the machine.
I beat the machine. Wadded it up. Oh, Bubby's gonna fix it. He's gonna-
It might not because of that.
well, now it's torn
I hasn't
too.
even gotten that far, the feeder hadn't taken all the way to that.
He did take it pretty good with him.
Somebody really wants their ballot to go through.
Nope,
Oh,
nope, the crease got it.
We're done.
Which one
So, what if somebody's ballot is so destroyed that it won't get read?
You
Then how do
remake
they,
Yeah, then the clerk.
If it's absentee and it's here, then bipartisan team, they'll take it. You will basically review it to see if you can determine the intent. If you can determine the intent, then bipartisan team will mark the ballot. The other one will be marked and spoiled so that it doesn't get fed, and obviously if it won't feed, and then you feed the other one through,
gotcha.
which was a replay of the Ballotar 850 or the DS 850 nightmare.
but if you're at the polls, then that's why it's so important for everyone to wait and watch their ballots
yeah.
go through.
Yeah.
Don't stick it and run off.
Right.
But you'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah, everybody's, I'm sure.
All right, Bub, I'm done. Do I hit close poll?
Yes.
Close poll.
One more time, see. True. All right. Where's that? Oh, close here.
Yeah. Don't hit the red button.
So now after the machine, the closed poll is hit,
Uh-huh.
it's now printing out the results of what you all just entered.
Right.
And if you, it's gonna print 3, because that's the way it was set up.
Print
One-
3 tapes?
Yeah, one for the
Tapes.
clerk, one for each of the parties.
Is that the way it's always set up or going to be?
Yeah, it takes forever, but yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
Set it up
that's
where
how I have it
that's
set up.
3.
okay.
Successfully closed or reopened. No, we're gonna be finished and turn off, right, Bub?
Yes.
Now, if a candidate has someone there, they too can ask to have a tape ran.
They can run more.
You know, if they have someone there that's been credentialed by the clerk's office,
Right.
I should clarify.
Yes.
They can also have a tape run.
But they need to be quick because inspectors and judges are basically told, don't dick around at the machine. If they're there and
Turn
they're
off?
Wait a minute.
like, say it's 5:55 and the polls are
See
about.
here where it says
You're
report
gonna have to run a triple
options.
tape anyway.
Oh.
If
You can
there's a
hit that
candidate
and
right
run
there that
another
says,
report if you want
Can you
to.
run one extra for me, please?
Right, so they
run
would
that.
tell them ahead
But
of
if it's at
time.
6:05
Yeah.
and you're trying to bundle these things
Yeah.
up and close the machine to get the.
I would think that they would tell them ahead of time, hey, when you
Right.
close down, our candidate would like a tape.
We're gonna put that pen. Oh, I got it.
So
So-
now, go ahead.
Are you looking for them all to match? Is that what
Yeah,
you're looking
because
for
we
right now?
know what we fed through, it's undervote, overvote, first ballot position, or,
Get the ballot ticket out.
because mine was only one straight ticket for a party. That one goes through, but if it goes through, so there's one straight party, and then I've got first position, second position.
So maybe we'll be able to get a close-up of the tape at some
Yeah.
point.
Come over.
Yeah, whatever you're talking about.
So, that first result was, it's gonna tell us the total, we fed 6 ballots, right? And then, where's the next line? I can't see so well.
Yeah, that's tiny.
Yeah, it's, so we fed 6 ballots. There's one overvote, which was the one that we fed through. There's 5 undervotes because none of them were actually completed. Because we only voted in first position, second position, with the 6 total ballots in the box. Then we'll go to the,
Overvotes, undervotes.
yeah. And that was for the treasurer's race.
Okay.
One,
Yeah.
one blank, one overvote. 7.
I
Okay.
can't read.
There's my undervote.
That's council member first district.
Mm-hmm.
And there should be, that was, I believe the third one was the straight ticket. So, he was, I think, the only one that got any vote, would have been the only one that got votes, if I'm correct.
What did it read as?
Yeah, and then there's the 1-2,
Blank red is.
right?
That,
Yeah.
the total one.
Okay.
That way you can,
Okay, what's your overvote?
Yeah,
shows overvote. Let's see.
and then these are just these are the
The 3
additional
copies.
Now, you can imagine on election day, there's gonna be quite a lot more tape to run.
So for me, we
Right.
have-
So is the first thing you did though was to make sure that those all match each other?
Yeah,
And then
for-
you're
I
just
mean-
checking to see if they match what you
Right.
remember putting in?
Because I know what we put
Oh, it had
through,
one overvote, I see that.
and it came through, because
So-
they had more than I did, because they've got more contested races.
Okay.
There's only one contested race in R1.
It shows 2, which is right, because there's 1 plus the R.
This one?
Yeah, straight, no, straight R is all we're
Right.
looking for at this point, and then we've got the R.
Wait a minute. If you voted straight R in this, okay, that gave her a vote.
Right.
Okay, so do you see that noted, these 3 or 4 individuals?
Well, yeah, it'll give a total.
Yeah.
It won't say
It
necessarily.
doesn't say in that,
Let's see.
because we know it was a straight R.
Yeah, so there were 3 votes for Ruthie, for instance. So this one is a.
Well, we don't have it organized in,
Right, so we,
order.
right, so, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is Republican plus a Treva, so cross,
well, plus a Rick.
right, but I was more interested in,
So really what we need to do is total all these up, like how many Treva got, how many, you know, because of the
Yeah.
straight parties.
yeah.
Just
I
to
need
make,
to-
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just wanna go through and look at the big stuff.
Right, I'll let you do that, and then we'll total them and make sure they tally.
Yeah, even though it's technically not, we know how this
When you're
works.
doing your totals too,
Yes, ma'am.
like how many, they voted straight Republican,
Yeah,
and say how
so-
many did Mike Moore actually appoint?
Yeah, so we got two straight Republican tickets.
And then the Clarksville that asked me, well, is that?
So Mike Moore has got 2 votes right now.
I don't know what that definition is. There's no such thing.
And then he's got another vote right here. So
Three.
there's three.
No,
This
you do
is-
report.
Mike's
You do
got
exactly
three.
what she tells you to do.
That's your total.
That's the total.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of dark, isn't it?
No, I understand.
But
There's three. So then Lisa, she also got the 2 straight party votes, plus one here.
Kelly, can you get my glasses out of your way? I didn't realize I left those sitting there.
There's also 3.
That's okay.
3 for Lisa,
Okay.
which right here says Lisa 3. And then Dustin White, he had the 2
Two Democrats
Democrats
straight.
straight, and then 1 here.
Okay.
So there's 3,
You got
and
three.
3 there. So then Scott Hawkins got the 2,
We got the 2 straights.
maybe.
Well, now,
It
is it a
says
under, wait a minute.
the whenever they vote like
Oh,
this, it
they-
cancels
yeah,
that
so
one
he's
out
got
for those
one.
races.
But let's look at the
So-
Democrat, maybe they,
He's
so
got
they
one.
picked, they picked,
Yep, and then he's got one here.
doggone, hold on, so, hold on. So he got, even though they voted straight Democrat, Scott, and
Yeah,
the
he got these
Republicans.
votes because it cancels out the.
Yeah, right, gotcha on that, it overrides.
So then they've also got a vote here, so they should have 2 votes.
Okay, so according to, it's just, they just got votes on these 2 pages?
Yes, just on these 2
So they
ballots.
all got, all 3 of the candidates got, well, we don't know either, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then these other ones back here, this is over votes,
Okay,
and we pushed it through, so none of those are counting. And the rest of these, there's the.
okay, and they're all Democrats. Okay, so I see what you're
Yeah.
saying, all 3 of them got 2
So,
votes.
Yeah, they got 2 votes,
Okay.
which shows the 2 votes here. And then we've got 3 for the Democrats. So we got,
Because this overrode the Republican, those are
correct.
their 3.
and then
That was-
this one was a Democrat straight party, and
Oh, so
nothing
that's-
else was voted. So there's their second one. And then they should have another 3 right
You get the difference. And you're just kind of like,
here.
Okay, what's that 4th one?
And the 4th one,
Wait a minute, that,
that's good.
okay, hold on.
so we got
Oftentimes,
1 here.
it
We've
takes
got-
something like that to
Okay,
show-
they each got 1 here,
I mean, I know that I'm.
then they got 2. Okay, so they've each got 2 votes, these
Yes.
Got
Democrats
too
here.
much time.
Okay, and then that's
Yeah.
3 for each of them.
Mhm.
And then,
There's no way you could ever prove it. And that's the pissy thing about it. Oh, I have witnesses.
Now, where's the one that I was
you just
counting
had
on?
it, yeah, right
There
here.
we go.
I
Now,
still think that was.
these Democrats, it says 3, but then we see here, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Because
Right,
4, what's that? That's the overvote.
it's over, so we can set that one up.
Okay, so they should have 4 votes, but it says here they have 3. What happened?
Well, hey, maybe he can explain it.
Bobby? No, this one, well, on one of them it was a crossover, but we're
Right,
looking at
so we
the,
got-
but we're looking at the total.
Right, so we got the Democrats, but they didn't vote, so there's 1. And then,
There was the other one,
that's the crossover, so they didn't get that
right
one.
here, that's
So
the,
then
that's the
this one.
crossover right there. They got this one solid, Democrat. This one's Republican straight, but they crossed over. So that's 2 votes for each of these guys. So now we're gonna move over here.
Now we got these 3 for
There's
them.
3, okay, okay. But then it looks like we got a 4th one,
It's,
but they don't
It
register
says
on
3.
here.
just a name on them. It's not like we're some hotbed of, New Deal politics in Clark County. It's all about who you know and who you blow at the county level. Your street potholes are getting hurt. Yeah.
Okay,
How many people have that opinion? Take a poll?
probably a lot. I just want you to know it's audio in the background, just so you're aware.
I'm not worried. They can ask.
Hey, we're speaking the truth.
Well, I'm all about that.
I really only took
focused on the contested races up in Sleep.
The real action is measured.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, what do they expect?
I will, it's,
What's her name?
Go for those.
Oh, yeah, she's talking about it. She hasn't decided.
oh, duh.
What is it, what is it?
I totally
It's an
forgot.
at-large
This one,
race.
the Democrat doesn't, whenever you vote, straight party, the at-large
Council
candidates
races
do
have
not
to
get a
be
vote.
independent.
Oh, that's right. I was doing
Just
this.
Yeah, that's why you get.
You have to
another vote on
actually
that.
Yeah.
physically choose
An at-large race.
in an at-large race. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, so you're saying when they vote straight party ticket,
Yeah.
these actually don't
They
count?
don't get votes
You're right.
on that. I don't know. I
Wait a minute,
totally
hold
forgot
on.
about that.
Is it on there? Does it explain
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. A straight party vote will not count as a vote for any candidate in this
Okay.
office. You literally have to mark the people you
Right.
want in there.
Cause it's a pick more than one type situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why.
That's why. I hear you. I got it
A
now.
silly legislative change.
Well, I forgot it too. so
Well,
whatever.
it's in line with trying to determine the intent of the voters, and so it reduces the number of recounts, but it increases the number of undervotes.
Right.
So technically, the politicians don't know exactly how
All
many
right,
people
this one,
actually
good.
voted,
This one's good.
because that happens.
And that was, with that in mind, I think we're good here.
Okay.
It pays to only have, 3 contested races.
Well, wait until you
It's
go
a
to
shame
the
not to have
conference and
more.
like, we wanna give everybody a big round of applause. There were no recounts anywhere in the whole state, and it was like, yeah, but half the people probably voted in straight ticket, and the other ones didn't get their votes counted. That's why you didn't get recounts, because none of the races were close.
All right.
It's good I had the one with Scott Hawkins. I still say it. I love Rita, don't get me wrong,
Where'd you sign?
but it was so close.
I haven't signed it, because remember, I took out my pen, away without a pen.
And the first time in how many decades that even a Republican had an opportunity.
Also got a business card.
So are we gonna double check yours, Tony?
You're welcome to.
No, I just didn't know if yours all had come out right.
Yeah, other than I forgot about the statutory change
So then after
too.
that
It's like,
too,
oh
okay.
yeah, like,
I was in the
But if
Krispy
somebody
Kreme last
contests a
week
race,
and pulled my wallet
does it have to be so close to be able to
out, I
contest
didn't
it?
see so there was
Or can,
Recount.
it to have a recount, yeah,
I think
or can
has
it
to
be,
picked up my
under
business cards,
100,
called the
but I'm
office
not
and said,
positive.
okay. And they will, you will only recount, like you'll look at the ballot cards,
I was like,
but you'll
"That's the
only
most
look at that
important
race,
thing."
right? It's not like you'll go through and do the whole
When the,
election.
Oktoberfest,
So I have a question. Are we
Yes.
gonna test any of the absentee machines that are gonna be used?
these could be the absentee machines.
I mean, don't you already have these, are they already programmed? And so what you're saying is, even though these,
The sticks are what's programmed.
yeah, but I'm
Here's one
saying,
right here. Here's the third one.
these aren't already labeled for use on the 7th. You've got them labeled here. I mean, how do you decide which ones you're gonna use for the absentee?
I go down there and get some.
Are they the ones down there?
Then we test them all, yes.
So, let me ask this. When you test those for the absentee, they'll be programmed on the thumb drives for every precinct.
Correct.
And then so when the people submit their absentee ballots by mail, or they come in early to vote,
Sure.
it won't matter because the thumb drives will be
Yes.
processed, or, programmed with every precinct. So once you all, start opening the absentee ballots or run the early voting, it won't matter about which
Which
machine.
machine it goes in.
So those down there in the corner are probably,
I don't know which one's the.
but I mean, they're set aside for that, because all these are really set aside for the precincts, right?
I've signed all three.
I have.
Yeah.
And then the ones down there, some of them are set for precincts, but we're not voting on this year.
I
Right,
didn't take my.
so you'll
My
utilize
key doesn't
those.
seem to fit.
I think there's some all the way down far into Taz.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
They're labeled with numbers.
And so, but you, Bubby, and Nick Mobley, the mechanics, or what is your title? Mechanic? Okay. I don't wanna miss-
Text, whatever you want.
Are you text? Okay, machine
We're
text.
here.
So you guys, from what I gather, traditionally check all of them that are gonna be used on November 7th. You do that at some point, before you distribute them to the precincts. Now, when does absentee voting start, Ryan?
Was that next Thursday?
Wednesday, but the mail-in's already started.
Yeah.
The mail-ins?
In-person starts Wednesday.
Yeah, in
But
person
the
starts
in-person.
on next week.
Okay, so how do you contact the absentee ballot board to come in and work, the walk-ins? Because the walk-ins haven't started yet,
No,
so,
the absentee board has started though.
okay, and the people that work,
Parties pick those people.
and it's upstairs in voter registration?
Yep.
And so, the absentee ballot board right now is responsible for mailing out, getting the applications in and mailing out the absentee ballots and then getting those in, right? So that's a whole board. That's not the same people that will be working upstairs in the voter registration for the walk-ins, correct? Same people? Same people called in? Okay. So what hours do they work? Those people, the absentee early voting people work
8:30 to 4:30.
8:30 to 4:30? Okay. Are they closed down for lunch? Okay, so a team of Republican and Democrat are there?
Yes.
Okay.
And voting is from 9 to 4.
Voting's from 9 to 4, in person. Okay.
I'm trying to
I got a lot of
anticipate if
questions,
there's
because
any
I can't
questions
remember, I
about
can think
this.
it's my age. You know what I mean?
Do we need to run a zero report and tally?
Yes.
So we should probably, we got the sticks? Yes. Excellent.
Okay, so now what Mr. Vissing's doing, he is, okay, if you don't mind explaining, Buddy.
I'm
They
just
record that
voting
now?
the sticks.
Well,
There's nothing,
It's just a process, it's not an actual vote
Okay.
result.
so you're taking the 3 sticks, the thumb drives that came out of those 3
Yes.
systems, and you're in the election reporting management system. What's the name of this system, do you know?
ERN?
Yeah.
ES&S ERM, Election Reporting Manager.
Yeah, but is it like Unity or,
No,
I don't know. I don't know this,
Is it election or it's not Unity?
no,
No,
it's
they have
whatever
their own
ES&S.
software.
I mean, if it says Election Reporting Manager, that's the
Yeah.
only thing I know it as, and as
yeah,
far as I know, this is basically the other basic guts that are supposed to be on the computer to run the computer, but it's the only program that's on there.
right, I can't remember what it's called. So now you're printing the thumb drive results.
This is the
Yes.
report.
I haven't, that's just 0.
Oh,
There's nothing on it.
yeah.
Printer sounds like it's working hard.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make me feel good. Oh, yes.
The summary.
2007 call,
TP load letter, TP load letter.
Fortunately, we don't have to pick the side, the guide sides off.
Right.
Dot matrix.
So that's how you're downloading them into that
Yes.
little connectivity. How do you know it's through downloading? I don't have bifocals, so I can't.
I put it in there and then I have to wait for the red light to go out so that we know it's loaded. And then you hit OK and it loads that one. And then you have to wait till that light goes out.
Okay, thank you.
when do you want us to come back and sign? There's a certification sheet.
So you've selected the 3 that you're going to print out.
Yeah,
Correct.
until, actually.
Yeah, I can print them all, but they'll be
No,
pretty
it's
thick.
not.
It's like 7 days after that, so I'll get it printed out and then.
So that be our meeting date? No.
The week before that.
Well, the reason I'm thinking is because the whole idea of closing the courthouse on Monday throws me off.
Okay, so what we have here.
And
I'm used to having everybody here, so hold on, stop back.
yeah, sorry, and I'm not.
So what do we have here?
I'm not gonna be here on Monday.
Shows you what precinct it is.
I'm sure that drives the commissioners up.
Where's the, I must not be,
They took this holiday and put it on election day for the county.
I mean, that's,
Those are zeros.
They didn't want.
wait a minute. This is Clarksville, what's that?
The judges did. 'Cause we work.
There's car 1.
Truthfully, I.
No, at the top there, where's
Yes,
it? Okay, I see it
Charlestown,
now.
5
That's what I say, that
extra
was Clarksville, I don't know what that is.
There's no mail delivery.
This printer holds stuff.
People are under the assumption that things are closed and they've got court dates. You don't wanna be issuing arrest warrants when people think they're not supposed to be.
We'll switch this now.
There is, the problem that
Charlestown.
happened with snow days for years is the building authority had.
I noticed no libertarians were
whether or not they
selected.
could close whenever they want.
Probably doesn't have no
Commissioners are
libertarians.
leaning on them. We're tough on weather. You know, I mean, weather's not gonna stop us. But the truth of it is, depending on wherever you're at in this county or other locations coming to this county, it ain't easy to get here. And you may not have the ability to get a phone call. And if there's nobody in the courtroom to answer.
So that's it,
That's it.
all right. And everything looked like it
definitely have
matched
People in jail.
on the summary stick.
So does it not say on here, like you programmed these testing machines to mimic
No,
the
I
date and
don't
time?
Program them.
Okay,
They're
well,
programmed by ES&S.
okay. Well, for the testing,
Right.
ES&S comes in and they program them as if it is the date and time of the election? Because on those machines,
It has today, or the date that we did it today.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it won't put the election day on it
I gotcha.
until election day.
Okay.
So y'all got any word on, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were, where's she going?
She went upstairs. She
Oh, okay.
is going to print out a certificate sheet for us to sign.
Any info on, the programming for the election yet? Cause I know they were, I'm just curious that they don't run late, ES&S,
What do you
close
mean?
to, close to time. So y'all don't have a date yet on when they're gonna program the machines for the election,
Well, it's Bub and Nick that'll program the machines.
huh?
We're waiting, if I'm correct, we've already received
They're
the
already
states.
programmed.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got the data.
That's
Yeah, the data's
the
been-
program, they come in from ES&S programmed.
So what
What
was
we
she
do is
saying at
we
the
test
election
them.
board? Yeah, but at the election board meeting,
We didn't have the data.
We didn't have the
sheets.
data at that point.
okay,
the
that's what
election
I'm
board
saying,
meeting
so
was
these
taken around.
three, I was wondering if
Yeah.
that was what they sent,
Yeah.
but you've got all of the
We've got
data
them
sticks
all.
yeah,
now.
that case
Yeah, we
right
have
there
them.
Okay, oh,
is, yeah.
quite a few in there. Do they reuse those from the last one? Did we ever discuss that?
We did,
They-
and I think they do.
These
Yeah.
are new ones.
Yeah,
Those are brand spanking?
I'm assuming.
Because remember
we didn't
last-
have these last year, we had these
yeah, the ones we
this
had last
type
year.
here.
were
Which
black
kind were
color.
they?
Yeah, that's what we had
Okay,
last
so
year.
these are new. So I wonder how much that cost.
It's probably in our contract.
I think last time when Susan had talked about getting some new, back in the day for the M100s, it was gonna cost,
Right. Well, the
maybe
M100s were
$90.
PCMIA cards.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just
Different.
saying it was gonna cost us.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean.
But
Yeah,
we didn't like purchase them. We didn't
Right.
like have an invoice for these.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't
Okay,
get an invoice
it must have
for
been
them.
included in our,
Yeah, they may.
it should be, yeah.
Yeah, considering what we paid for the new machines, we think they throw in, 60 some odd extra,
How much was that? I forget that we paid.
$700,000, wasn't it? In that ballpark?
Well, and then there's an annual
The new
fee,
voting
right?
machines?
I think it was around, that was Susan.
Yeah,
I remember the bids,
I-
and whatever was the final one, because we haggled over the number of machines we were gonna need. My opinion of it was because we had, basically it was relief money.
that came, and so call it what you want, but in my opinion, that's a boon to the county. If we never get an opportunity again, it won't be anytime soon. So if we've got $1 million, why would you buy something that's gonna be obsolete in 5 years when you can spend the money now and put something in place that the county can use for at least a decade?
Well, let me ask you this about the ballots themselves. Ryan, you may be able to answer it, or, where do they come from, the actual ballots, these new, lovely?
Those are printed by ES&S too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And those are all delivered on the pallet.
Do,